and welcome to this video on student belonging and well-being in higher education. Literature posits that student belonging is crucial for student success. However, previously, cross-national research on this topic was very scarce. We therefore designed a novel study to explore the relationships between how students feel they belong, their mental health and well-being. And we collected data from more than 2,000 students at 5 universities in 5 European countries. In this study that I'm going to summarize you now, we found a robust positive association between student belonging and both their well-being and life satisfaction. And this was for all 5 studied institutions. We found negative correlation between student belonging and loneliness, and this was strongest at 2 universities that had the largest international student body. In particular, this was Nottingham, Trent University and Central European University. I start now with a short summary from what other literature found and reported so far. There are various definitions of student belonging. One of them we built up and was from Glass and Fairmont, who state that sense of belonging is a sense of connection with one's university, whereby students feel they are part of the campus community. A lot of literature sources say that belonging is foundational for student ability to thrive in higher education. Various research uncovered that belonging has been positively linked with student satisfaction and other factors like persistence, student academic performance, but also their overall well-being and also lower risk of dropping out. This is specifically valid for students who are minority students in the campuses. It can be students from ethnic minorities, minority sexual orientations, or students who are not local to that higher education institution. These findings are consistent with what broader research reported on people's belonging. Baumeister and Leary, in their seminar article, claimed that forming and maintaining close social bonds is a fundamental human need. Meta studies, such as the one by Park et al., they report a robust relationship between how people feel they belong and how they feel concerning their mental health and well-being. When the need for well-being is not met, it can negatively influence students and people's mental and physical health. Even if in higher education, mental health and well-being are believed to be critical to student success, many universities continue to struggle to provide effective support to their students. Literature also had a clear gap in reporting how student experiences of belonging vary across different countries and different institutions. Previous studies also did not fully explore how institutional characteristics, and by that we mean how big the institution is, what is their student body, or what relationships student and staff members have, how this may shape belonging. We therefore designed a new multi-institutional study with 2 main aims. One, to compare students' sense of belonging across universities in the United Kingdom, Portugal, Austria, Czechia, and Slovakia. And second, explore the relationships among sense of belonging than depression, anxiety, loneliness, well-being, and life satisfaction. We collected data from 2,072 students from Nottingham, Trent University, University of Madeira, Masaryk University, Central European University, and Comenius University Bratislava, which represent diverse European contexts. For some universities, we included specific faculties based on their comparable disciplinary focus. Our questionnaire survey was initially designed in English, but for those institutions that use other local languages of instruction, we adapted it into Czech, Portuguese, and Slovak language. At Nottingham, Trent University, and Central European University, while students learn in English, they completed the survey in English language. Our data was collected online during 3 weeks in November and December 2022. For analyzing the data, we used network analysis, and we chose this tool specifically because it allows visualization and examination of relationships among different variables and offers deeper insights than traditional correlation or regression analysis. In this video, I'm not showing network analysis for various institutions, but you can find it in our study. As for the results, in the study, we did not find a difference in student sense of belonging between male and female students, and also differences between student belonging across the institutions were very small or none. Also, the network structure showed a broadly consistent pattern. There was always a significant, statistically significant positive relationship between well-being, life satisfaction for all 5 universities. What was different was the strength of association between belonging and loneliness. It was most pronounced at Nottingham Trent University and Central European University, which signals that loneliness may be a very strong correlate of low belonging of some students in these 2 contexts. Central European University and Nottingham Trent University are more internationalized, significantly more internationalized than other universities in our study. Central European University presents itself as fully international university, and only very small percentage of its students come from Austria, where the institution is located. Also, the Nottingham Trent University has a large student population from other countries than the UK. We explained this variation by the fact that international students typically leave their families, friends, and other support structures behind when they go to study to another country, and the universities are therefore a significant place not only for their education but also for socialization. The other results from our study confirmed earlier findings that concern belonging, well-being, and life satisfaction. Our main implications for the universities are the following. We think that universities with strong international student body can help reduce loneliness of international students by fostering a stronger sense of belonging. And we recommend that they implement tailored measures to achieve this. and to help students to create relationships either with international students, with home peers, or with the wider university community. This can be achieved by dedicated orientation sessions, structured peer mentoring schemes, integration initiatives, such as buddy programs, and other tools already reported in literature. This will most probably help international students to decrease their loneliness and also support their mental health, including such big factors as depression and anxiety. Our study has certain limitations, namely that the sample was not representative, but convenience. The survey response rate was between 7 and 20% at the studied institutions, and also it was not a longitudinal study. I'd like to conclude by linking the results from this research with what the three very recent books on student belonging in higher education say. All these three books claim that sense of belonging is a driver of student learning, well-being, and persistence. They explain that student loneliness is not a result of individual failure of students, but is very much caused by structural factors on the side of the universities. And universities can this, and this is very important. They can influence them through different tools. One of these tools is so-called friendship markets, advocated by Janice McCabe, who explored how friendship markets shape that students make relationships and when they make them. All in all, supporting student belonging is going to bring benefits, important benefits for teachers, for administrative staff, and all students by fostering a shared culture of care and connection. I'd like to finish by showing the references to the study that I summarized in this video, which was recently published by Policy Futures in Education, a SAFE journal, and also an article in Change, the magazine for higher learning, that summarized new insights from books on student belonging and mental health. I'd like to acknowledge support from the European Commission for the 3-year international Erasmus project Belong. And finally, I thank you for watching this video.